I got the greatest joke ever to start this video. All right, here, you ready? This is my impression of a T-Rex 66 million years ago when the asteroid was barreling through Earth's atmosphere. You ready? All right. Well, that doesn't look good. Folks, the Pyro Gnosis, it's missing. Not used up, but just gone. With Mawika, its owner, being unable to sense it, and Nahida, the god of wisdom, and the last person having used it, being unable to find it.
Because the Pyro Gnosis has vanished? I sensed its loss.
Despite scouring through the remnants of Irminsul, we couldn't find any sign of the Pyro Gnosis. Not even any trace of it burning to ash.
That's certainly unusual. Still, the potential fallout from Irminsul's loss is significant, to say the least. Perhaps the Pyro Gnosis's disappearance is simply a knock-on effect of the impact it's had on a certain strand of fate.
So where's it gone? Well, to start, I think, given what we have, I want to point something out, something interesting, and that's Mawika's inability to sense her Gnosis and what that actually means for the Gnosis itself. What do I mean? This doesn't actually mean something has gone awry with the Gnosis, like Mawika said, fucking deleted itself, whatever the fuck bullshit she said. Her inability to sense the Gnosis doesn't mean the Gnosis is gone from reality or used up. Given, well, we've had a similar scenario to this previously. She's seemingly not the only one who's been able to sense a Gnosis or lack thereof, as the last person who was able to do this was Ajdaha, who was able to sense that Zhongli is no longer the Geo-Archon, an act that took Zhongli giving up his Gnosis while still retaining his authority.
Ajdaha, I am no longer the Geo-Archon.
I can sense it.
So this means the thing Ajdaha must have sensed was the fact that the Gnosis is no longer one with Zhongli. Now, given we know the Geo-Gnosis is safe and it's in the hands of the Fatui as opposed to just defunct, that should help quell the idea that the Pyro Gnosis is just gone after having burned Irminsul for a week straight. So if it's not used up, then where is it? Well, given the Tsarista and whatever's left of this ragtag bunch of bitches called the Fatui are currently in possession of 6 Gnosis, never count him out when it comes to collecting Gnosis, unless you're the captain. You can count that nigga out. But, you know, of what's left of the Fatui, who could have been capable of somehow sneaking out a Gnosis? Piero's a lazy bench-warming ass, ain't doing shit. He not leaving the house. Arlecchino, well, an interesting answer given her whole, like, fire relationship. You know, maybe she could, like, bear the fires and, you know, cut through the flames and pick up the Gnosis. I don't think she was at all present during the quest. She wasn't mentioned. We didn't hear a voice line, nothing. So I don't think she did it alone. Rooster's fat ass not getting up from Mata's house. Pantalone wasn't even supposed to be in Sumeru, so if he returned with the Pyro Gnosis, that'd raise eyebrows. Child? Hell nah. So this leaves us with Arlecchino and her unlikely accomplice, and one of her best friends, Sandrone. Now, some of you might be going, well, now hang on a second. Sandrone's dead! Her role in the story is over, just like the captain. And much like how the captain remains absent a year later, Hoya would never go back and render her death meaningless with such buffoonery. To even suggest as much would be... Yes, folks, believe it or not, she's coming back, as confirmed by, well, Hoyo themselves, because never forget, it's the characters that fund the story of Genshin Impact, so we put the characters before the story. The best story since Schindler's List, some might say. I don't know, this is probably why her death fell flat to me, not because there would be a moment in time in which she'd return, but because she was a robot. Like, nigga, you know, just build her, which is probably what Arlecchino did to her, given, you know, let's not forget, she took Sandrone and Polonius' core to the Fontaine Research of Institute.
Well, that's why I'm traveling to Fontaine. She made a request of me long ago, and the time has come to fulfill it. Think of it as her will. She said that should she ever fail in a mission, she'd like me to deliver her core and Polonia's to the Fontaine Research Institute. She also mentioned that she had made arrangements for people there to set her affairs in order.
Now I see Arlecchino as a likely candidate to rebuild her because, let's not forget, Arlecchino is a genius with an external broad sense of knowledge, as she believes she needs that to help her with her clandestine operations. So building a robot? Child's play, I'm sure, especially since it seemed like the hard part's already done, you know? She's got the cores right there, so... You know, could help to explain also if Arlecchino built Sandrone, why Sandrone's color palette with her new skin introduced more red and closely resembles Arlecchino's own outfit, or, it's closer to Arlecchino's own outfit than old Sandrone's outfit. She added a bit of that orphan touch. Ultimately, it matters little how Sandrone came back, because, she's a robot, so no tamperings with the ley lines or breaking the rules of this world, just build a bitch. Get it? The song? See, I'm young too. What matters is, following her reconstruction, would the dynamic duo of Sandrone and Arlecchino steal the Pyro Gnosis to return to Stalin over in the motherland? And I think the answer is yes. That's a formidable duo right there, if I've ever seen one. Now, while I've no evidence to back my claims, I'm speaking more, narrative-wise. How do we bridge the gap of the Pyro Gnosis being gone, the Tsarista needing the Pyro Gnosis, and Sandrone coming back? Well, it's quite simple. Sandrone came back because Arlecchino returned the Pyro Gnosis to the Tsarista, and boom! Now we're ready for fucking 7.0 in Snezhnaya. This is probably how the next patch plays out. You ready?
Man, I really wonder what happened to the Pyro Gnosis. Also, Traveler, did you know that on August 6, 2001, President George W. Bush received a briefing that said Bin Laden would strike the U.S. using planes, and it still happened a month later?
What?
Let's go ask Nahida about the Pyro Gnosis. I need a deep sea scuba swimming with the fishes. Come on!
Oh, you guys are here to ask about the Pyro Gnosis, are you? Let me check. Wow, look at that! I actually pinpointed its last location before it went missing. Nice! Anything else you guys want to ask?
Actually, yeah, Nahida, while we're here, could you elaborate on that upside-down statue and location we...
5 hours later.
We've been searching this location for hours and no sign of the Pyro Gnosis yet. Paimon, what do you think?
I think jet fuel burns at 1500 degrees Fahrenheit while steel melts at 2750.
What the fuck is you talking about?
You won't find the Pyro Gnosis, Traveler, because we took it. Oh, bitch, you look fabulous. That's right, we took it and gave it to the Tsarista. Glory to Snezhnaya.
There you go. I got the leaks, baby. I got the leaks. So I think the Tsarista pulled a last-second buzzer beater in the patch right before, Snezhnaya grabbed it, meaning she's currently in all possession of all 7 OCs, ready to carry out her failure of her plan to strike down the heavens right before 7.0. Good day and good night.